Hello, my brush lads, lasses, and everybody in between. My name is Tyler, and I hope you are having a wonderful morning, noon, or night, depending on when you are seeing this. We are here today to bring you another Commander deck tech focused on Zurgo Helmsmasher. But before we get on to that, I want to say, if you like what we do here, remember to shoot us a like, shoot us a sub, comment down below who your favorite Voltron commander is. It's a little hint of what we're going to talk about. Anyways, let's get on to the deck tech. Zurgo Helmsmasher is a legendary 7/2 Orc Warrior for 2 red, white, black. He has haste, he has to attack each combat if able, he is indestructible so long as it is your turn, and whenever a creature dealt damage by Zurgo dies this turn, you put a +1/+1 counter on Zurgo. So there's kind of two things that we want to majorly do, and a minor subset of things that we can do to help the two major things. The first thing that we want to do is suit Zurgo up. We want to make him strong, we want to give him weapons, and we want to send him into combat. To help with that, we have a subset of cards to cheapen equip costs for equipment. The more things we can equip to Zurgo, especially the turn that he drops, the sooner we can close out a game by winning via commander damage. Another thing that we have is board wipes. If we can continuously wipe the board on our turn, with Zurgo being indestructible, he'll be the only thing around, or generally the only thing around, that can be any threat. A sub-theme that we have to help with this is a minor play into multiple combats, as well as one really funny 3-card combo to give us infinite turns, which in a roundabout way I suppose is kind of like infinite combat. So anyway, let's start by looking at our first batch of cards. The handful that I have selected are things that either give Zurgo protection to help him get through, give him trample in order to make use of his high power, or to make him double strike, just, so he can kill fast. Shadow Spear and Loxodon Warhammer both give trample while also giving lifelink, enabling us to make even more use of Zurgo's high power by not only dealing damage, but also replenishing ourselves. Embercleave is a really quick way that we can flash in to give double strike when an opponent isn't expecting it, and the Swords of X and Y, such as the Sword of Body and Mind, help give protection so that our opponents can't block or target. Another really funny equipment that works very well with Zurgo is World Slayer. A 5-mana equipment that equips for 5, it doesn't actually boost any stats. However, when the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you destroy all permanents other than World Slayer. If this is equipped to Zurgo, and Zurgo is attacking, that means it's our turn, and Zurgo is indestructible. Meaning that if we manage to connect, Zurgo is going to blow up everything except himself and the World Slayer, basically ending the game and allowing us to, turn by turn, swing in, destroy whatever little lands or cheap mana rocks our opponents are trying to use to rebuild, and win via commander damage. With all of these equipments, we want things that can easily make it so we can either equip for cheap or equip for free. Brass Squire lets us tap to just attach an equipment to a creature we control. Arden, Intrepid Archaeologist, lets us take all of our equipment at the beginning of combat on our turn and put them on a single target. Pure Steel Paladin makes all of our equip cost 0 so long as we have enough equipment. Bruenor Battlehammer lets us pay 0 for our first equip cost rather than pay it for its actual mana cost, while also giving every equipped creature an additional +2/+0 for every equipment on them. And Stonehewer Giant, while technically not free, does let us pay 1 and a white to search for any equipment in our library, put it on the battlefield, and then attach it for free to a creature. Once we've got Zurgo equipped, we have a few different ways that we can go. We can board wipe on our turns with things like Day of Judgment, Ruinous Ultimatum, or Single Combat in order to make it so that Zurgo is the only one standing or the strongest one left standing, or we can go the alternate route of endless combat, such as Relentless Assault or Seize the Day. For our final little tricky combination, we have a 3-card combo that gives us infinite turns in the instant Chance for Glory, the equipment Spellbinder, and the artifact Sundial of the Infinite. Chance for Glory says for 1 red-white, we get an instant that gives creatures we control indestructible. We take an extra turn after this one, and at the beginning of that turn's end step, we lose the game. Spellbinder is an equipment for 3 that equips for 4 with Imprint. When it comes into play, you may remove an instant card in your hand from the game. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you may copy the imprinted instant card and play the copy without paying its mana cost. And finally, Sundial of the Infinite is a 2-mana artifact that for 1 and tap, we end the turn. Activate this ability only during your turn. Now, these kind of effects will take everything off of the stack and end the turn. So the combo is to play Spellbinder, imprinting Chance for Glory underneath it, and equipping it to Zurgo while we have Sundial of the Infinite out. Once Zurgo connects with a player, we get to cast Chance for Glory for free, giving us an extra turn after this one. When we move to that turn, we then swing with Zurgo again, connect, and again allow us to take an extra turn after this one. When we reach the end step and Chance for Glory's ability to lose the game goes on the stack, we activate Sundial of the Infinite, ending the turn and taking that off of the stack. We will then move to our next turn, repeat ad nauseum until our opponents are all dead. It's a bit of a cheeky way to win, but I always like throwing in fun, janky combos into my decks whenever I can, and this one seemed like the funniest and the jankiest, because usually when you think of extra turns, you tend to think blue, not Mardu. Anyways, thank you for listening to today's Commander Deck Tech for Zurgo Helmsmasher. What are some of your favorite equipments to suit up your commanders with? Always looking for upgrades for the deck. Remember, if you like what we do here, leave us a comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace!